today I'm going to talk to you about JNU. So whatever I speak, that would be somewhere in cross comparison with other central universities I have been in for a few years of my academic career. Yeah, so JNU I won't say is very much different from other universities as per se in terms of the courses it offers. So let me just bust one of the myths about JNU, that it's mostly social science is being taught in JNU. So JNU has over 20 schools there, where School of Nanotechnology, School of Molecular Science, School of Arts and Aesthetics, School of Language Culture, School of Law and Governance, Computer Science, almost all the courses that you hear all over India taught in any private or government university that are being taught in JNU. So it's not at all just the social science university per se. And as you would have already heard about that, JNU's rank under the NAC system, which ranks all the universities. It's one of the most ranked university in India. It's in social science field. It's always either number one or number two. Recently, the Sanskrit studies and MBA courses have also started in JNU. I can just share my experience of JNU with you. What was different in JNU while I was applying to JNU? So when you're applying for the admission in JNU, when you fill your form, you have to fill your exact place where you stay, the district you stay in, school you studied, the address, the distance of your school from the place you stayed during your school time, or that is also being shared. So I was very inquisitive about it, why they take all these information, what are they going to do with this information. So other than normal reservation or the affirmative action system in almost all central university, JNU has something extra to it. It gives some deprivation points, which are around 12 points at max you can have. So which are ranked according to districts in India. So every state, I think around 5 or 10 districts which are ranked according to, I think there are 4 indicators: rural population, number of how many households are living in the rural area, female literacy rate. There are 2 more things which actually help in knowing that this is one of the deprived sections of India. So if you belong to one of those states and have completed your schooling from there, you get some extra points. So when you hear the stories about a very, very socially deprived person coming and getting admitted into JNU, it's not just because that it's the best university and he has come here. This university is trying to provide him an equal platter as compared to a privileged student who has studied in some good schools and has all the things in his favor. So that is why you see I won't call it different class people studying in the same class, but yeah, people coming from marginalized sections and coming from each and every corner of India. Northeast has many deprivation points. So many places which you won't have even heard of living in an urban area, people from those districts coming and getting admitted to JNU. So that is one of the finest things that I got to know about this university. It has one of the best libraries I have visited among the 4 universities that I was a part of. The library of JNU, it's open 24 hours and has a very healthy section on almost all good books that you have ever heard of. I'm a student of economics, so I know they have a great access to journals and to the data sources, which are actually paid data sources. But yeah, JNU gives you access to those things, so you don't actually feel that you don't have resources to do a good research. Other than that, about the environment in JNU is I would say it's a very liberal place. When you are there, you feel the freshness in the air. It's almost 40% covered with forest. It's in middle of forest. You see deers walking by when you are getting out of your classes. So it's quite a you feel really good staying in Delhi, and in midst of Delhi you find a place which is so refreshing and very, very different from what the other parts of Delhi when you go and visit. The environment here is very relaxed. You can roam around all night. You find people sitting in different corners, singing songs, you can join them, you can go from there. There are 24/7 canteens outlets available where you can go and have a JNU is like a normal university, any other central university that I was a part of, the four universities that I visited, and even being a part of it, it is different from other universities that I studied in. The teacher-student relation here are much better. The gap between the teacher and student usually gets liquefied, and after classes, teachers also come to the canteen to with the students and have a cup of tea. And I would say the real classes in JNU, what I have heard from the master's students here, I have myself not studied my master's from here, but I have what I have learned from a master juniors here. They say the real classes begin at the chai points, and they get to know about different stuff from different schools, from different process, different ideologies, people coming, sitting and debating about different issues. Even without knowing each other's name, you can actually debate and increase your level of knowledge related to any topic, which is actually very healthy environment for any university or any student or any individual to grow in. Have a normal conversation with people from other departments. And that is how the lifestyle there in JNU is. It's quite liberal. It's not something which is any sort of regressive or providing any control over you. One of the great parts about the study or the curriculum of JNU is that if you are, supposedly I'm from School of Social Science and maybe economics, and I have some interest in international relations, I have some interest in maybe literature as well. So in my current semester, if any other school is offering a course which I would like, so there are two compulsory courses from my school that I have to take, but other than that I can take two additional courses from different other schools according to the timetable and timings that are of my interest. So you get a sort of amalgamation of whatever you want to study, your specialization plus your passion. So all those amalgamated, the student that comes out after completing their course is actually very skilled, and a person who knows bits and pieces about almost everything and can from there pick up whatever thing he found interesting other than his own subject, and can actually go and leverage himself above to other standards or other courses. Supposedly if I want to go from economics to philosophy, if I would have studied in Delhi University, that was not possible for me. But if I would have did my masters from JNU, I would have made that choice because I was not able to study many courses in my MA during that moment.